That year, I had always done courses in various schools. Every year, I spent at least a week. Usually it's 2 weeks, 3 weeks in school. That's taking me to Harvard, to Columbia, Oxford, Cambridge. I've been to all of them. That year I was going to Kellogg Graduate School to do a program that was for 6 weeks. So in June that year, I went to Kellogg. The man who founded Kellogg Graduate School, Professor Dean Jacob, it was his last year. He founded the school in 1957. 2001 was the last year he taught and retired. And he took us on what they call global economy. After 1 month of being in this class, this man never mentioned anything about Africa. A day before he concluded the lecture, the hall was full of top business leaders. A day before that final day, when he finished, I raised my hand and said, "You never said anything about Africa." He said, "You want to know about Africa?" I said, "Yes. I paid $40,000 for this course." And nothing was mentioned about the continent that came. He said, "I'll tell you about Africa tomorrow." The next day, which was his last day, he finished and said, "Do you want to know about Africa? It's important I tell you this story." I said, "Yes." He said, "There's nothing called African economy." He said, "Nobody plans with Africa." You can imagine how I feel. He turned to me and said, "Peter, can you give me 10, 20-year plan of your country?" The hall was full. I was courageous enough. I said, "Yes." Even when I know there was not even tomorrow. Next one for 1 month. I said, "Yes." He said that if you have America, they have 10-year plan, 20-year plan, 30-year plan. You don't see it in African countries. I said it's in my country. When I know it wasn't there. See, have I ever seen any car manufacturer talking about African specification? They have European specification, Gulf specification, Asian specification, American specification. You know why? Nobody plans with Africa. He said, "Join me for lunch." So I joined him for lunch. After lunch, he said, "Let's take a walk by Lake Michigan." As we were starting the walk, he said to me, "Do you have any of your country's currency?" This was 2001. The highest denomination was 100 naira. I brought it out. I gave it. He said, "How much is it?" I said, 100 naira. He brought out $100. He said to me, "Which of these two currencies do you prefer?" I told him dollar. He said, "Why?" I told him that it's 100 naira to $1. So his own is 10,000 naira. My own is 100 naira. So he said I should keep his dollar and take my naira. Took my naira. So he gave me $100 for 100 naira. After we walked a little while again, he turned around to me and said, "Peter, you still have the money?" I said, "Yes." He said, he brought it out again and said, "Which of these two currencies do you prefer?" I told him $100. He said, "Why?" I told him about the rates again. So, "Okay, you keep it, I'll keep your money." He said, "Let's sit down." We sat down. He first proved to me that it costs more to print the naira than to print the $100. Naira have multiple colors. I came back and took it on with Sanusi, and he agreed. Naira have multiple colors, but dollar is just green and white. He said to me, "Peter, do you know why you believe in the dollar and you don't believe in naira?" I answered him again. He said, "No, it's the amount of faith you have in your country. You don't have faith in your country. It's not about rates. You don't have faith in your country. Economy is driven by faith, nothing else. Anybody who tells, I've been teaching this for several years now, is faith, it's hope. That is what those plans I'm talking to is all about. 10 years, 20 years, it's hope. Nobody's sure what is going to happen in 10 years, but countries do give their people hope. But there's a sense of hopelessness in your place. That's why you prefer this currency. I've served on various boards and various committees and everything. And he went on to tell me about his life. And he convinced me that Japanese people keep their money in yen, not the rates. Chinese in Chinese yuan. Malaysians, Malaysian ringgit. Singapore in Singaporean dollars. He went on, then there was no euro. He told me Italians, which their rate was worse, keep it Italian ruler. Germans in marks, everybody did. But the Africans don't keep it because they don't have faith in their continent. So they give it to the dollar and make the dollar stronger. Because they prefer to put their money here and build in America. Now he is the lecturer. He drives S-Class. The wife is the lecturer. He drives the Lexus. The daughter is the lecturer. He drives the Lexus. The lecturers in your place don't drive such cars. Don't live such life. And they said to me, "Can I ask you for a favor?" Just to tell you a story. I said, "Yes." He said, "Go back to your country and participate in building public wealth. Public wealth enriches everybody. Individual wealth impoverishes everybody. All of you want to make private money. It does not enrich anybody."